Hello fellow teachers! Welcome to my YouTube channel. So kung hindi ka pa nagsusubscribe ay mag-subscribe ka na at hit mo na yung post notification bell para updated ka every time na magpo-post ako ng bagong video. So itong video na to ay isang tutorial tungkol sa Pivot 4A Budget of Works Teaching Learning Adjustments, specifically sa paggawa ng Idea Lesson Exemplar. So naghanda ko ng sample lesson exemplar in Mathematics 8. So I hope na sa kalahating oras na pakikinig at panonood nyo ay meron kayong mapulot na insights or idea para makapag-craft kayo ng sarili nyong lesson plan. So disclaimer muna, I'm not that expert in lesson plan making. I know that this idea lesson exemplar that I made wasn't perfect. So there are things to improve and needs to revise. I made this video tutorial to share my knowledge based from my understanding since this is new to us, teachers in the new normal setup. So thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope that at the end of this video, you will get some insights or idea. I don't think that this lesson plan would be applicable for all, but still, you can make modifications because I believe that teachers are flexible and resourceful. So God bless us all. So talagang napakalaki ng role ng isang teacher kung paano niya ma-deliver yung learning sa students. So kaya nga meron tayong survey tungkol sa modalities of learning. So ito na po yung template na gagamitin natin. So that is the template idea. So meron pong meaning yung idea nandun sa may part ng procedures, which stands for Introduction, Development, Engagement, and Assimilation Lesson Exemplar. So i-discuss ko sa inyo ang mga parts at kung ano yung mga ilalagay sa bawat parts ng ating lesson plan. So itong template na to ay downloadable, available na siya sa iba't ibang mga Facebook group. Meron siya sa iba't ibang Facebook group, or kung meron kayong kakilala ay pwede kayong humingi ng sample template. So mag-start tayo sa heading. So you have the name of the school. Ayan, nakalagay dyan. And then teacher. You have the teaching date. So the teaching date depends on the number of days. So katulad ng gagawin ko ngayong sample lesson plan, 4 days. So see Pivot 4A Budget of Works for the number of days. So dun yung makikita yung number of days sa my MELC or yung sa budget of work. So yung teaching time is depende sa school nyo kung ano yung schedule na ibibigay. And then grade level, so that is grade 8. So learning areas, mathematics, and then quarter, first quarter. So ito yung mga ilalagay natin sa heading. Again, nakadepende yung teaching date sa number of days doon makikita sa may Pivot 4A Budget of Works or dun sa MELC or Most Essential Learning Competencies. Then, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyong sample MELCs in Mathematics 8 or Budget of Work. Ayan, nakalagay dito yung, so ito yung first MELC ng Math 8. And then, ito yung mga ito yung learning competencies. And then, nakalagay dito yung number of days taught. So, sa unang MELC, 4 days siya. So, it is good for 1 week. So, 4 days. Ayan, mapapansin natin, meron dito mga nakabulet. And then, we have here the objectives. So, the objectives should reflect the concepts of knowledge, skills, and attitudes or values, or the KSAVs. So, there may be 3 objectives representing KSAVs. However, a single objectives containing KSAVs may be formulated. In formulating the objectives, consider the concepts specified by the MELC and or enabling competencies. Ayan. So kung mapapansin nyo, naghanda ako dito ng 3 objectives at kailangan meron siyang knowledge, meron siyang skills, at meron siyang attitude. So dun muna tayo sa first objective na ginawa ko. So at the end of the lesson, learners are expected to. So, ano yung knowledge nating objective? Determine the appropriate factoring methods and be able to factor out the given polynomials completely. So, kailangan at the end of the lesson, kaya nang i-determine ng learners kung anong factoring method ang gagamitin nila so that they would be able to factor out the given polynomials completely. And then, so this is based from the learning competency dun sa ating MELC. And then, yung pangalawa kong objective, yan naman yung skill. So, factor the given polynomials with utmost accuracy using a variety of techniques and strategies. So, maraming techniques and strategies sa mathematics na pwedeng i-apply ng mga students as long as they will get the correct answer. So, yun yung mahalaga, no? Makuha nila yung tamang sagot because in mathematics, that is objective-based. Kailangan ay even exponent, even variable, even constant, kailangan ay careful sila sa pagsasagot kasi meron lang isang kulang ay mali na po yun. So, that is for the skill at most accuracy yung kailangan. And then for our attitude and values, so that's very important to integrate values in our lesson. Appreciate the importance of factoring in real life. So, paano nila ma-appreciate? Of course, we need to include real life problems, yung mga practical tests o yung mga performance tests para ma-appreciate nila or makita nila ano ba yung gamit ng special products or factoring sa kanilang buhay, sa pang-araw-araw nilang buhay. So, tatlo yung ating objectives. Kailangan sa buong linggo nilang pag-aaral ay ma-achieve natin yung ating objectives. Okay? Next, content standards. Refer to the curriculum guide for the content standards set for this subject, grade level, and quarter. So, ang ating content standards, ito ay kinuha ko sa curriculum guide ng Math 8. The learners demonstrate understanding of key concepts of factors of polynomials. And then for our performance standards, we need also to refer to the curriculum guide for the performance standards set for this subject, grade level, and quarter. So, kinuha ko din yung ating performance standards sa curriculum guide. So, the learners formulate real-life problems involving factors and solve these with utmost accuracy using a variety of strategies. Again, copy-paste lang po yung content standards at performance standards sa curriculum guide. So, ipapakita ko dito yung sample na curriculum guide. Eto, dito ko nakuha yung ating content standards at performance standards. Ayan. Then, eto na yung nadagdag. So, letter C natin, most essential learning competencies or MELC. Kasi this school year ay pinaunti na yung ating mga learning competency. Kinuha na lang yung most essential. Kaya nga, meron tayo ngayong bagong parang guide na susundan or yung ating tinatawag na budget of works. Doon tayo magbe-base. So, nakalagay doon, factors completely the different types of polynomials. So, letter A, polynomials with common monomial factor. B, difference of two squares. C, sum and difference of two cubes. D, perfect square trinomials. And letter E, general trinomials. So, yan yung ating mga learning competencies or yung tinatawag nating MELC. And then, dun naman sa enabling competencies, so, check the pivot for a budget of works and look for enabling competencies. So, enabling competencies are the LCs that appear before the MELC. They are considered enabling as they aid learners and teachers in achieving mastery in dealing with the assigned MELC. So, bago nila ma-master yung factoring polynomials, of course, meron mga prerequisite. So, ano itong mga prerequisite na to? Kailangan mo na ma-master nila yung multiplication and division of polynomials because factoring is the reverse of multiplying, of course. And uses models and algebraic methods to find the product of two binomials, product of the sum and difference of two terms, square of a binomial, cube of a binomial, and product of a binomial and a trinomial. Okay, so content, Module 1, Special Products and Factors. So dito na tayo sa learning materials or learning resources. So letter A, we have here the references. So by the way, ang ginamit kong reference sa paggawa ng lesson exemplar ay yung old module since I have the soft copy of the learner's module and the teacher's guide. So nilagay ko lang dito yung pages, or write the pages where you can find the specified content in the learner's materials. Ayan. So, sa teacher's guide, pages 1 to 82. Sa learner's material pages 1 to 57. But, sa textbook pages, in the context of using the modular distance learning modality, the only materials is the learner's material or module. So, I don't think so nagagamit ang mga student ng textbook kasi hindi natin siya may papamigay. Okay? Or yung mga dating mga module ay hindi pa na isa sa uli. So therefore, I think dito sa ginawang modules ng mga expert, nandito ng lahat yung mga activities at yung mga topics na kakailanganin ng mga student. Dito sa additional materials from LR, so dito nilink ko yung math tutorial videos ko, which is yung aking YouTube channel na Oliver Ortiz. So that's why gumawa ko ng sarili kong YouTube channel para maibigay yung instruction sa mga magiging estudyante ko, at pwede rin itong gamitin ng lahat ng Math 8 teachers. So probably struggle talaga ang pagbibigay ng instruction, lalo na at yung mga competency ng Math 8 ay medyo mataas po. So pwera na lang kung meron silang kasama sa bahay na magtuturo sa kanila is either parent or nakakatanda nilang kapatid. So, pwede tayo dito mag-indicate ng other learning resources to be used. So, these resources may be taken from the LR portal, pwedeng online, offline, print, and or non-print resources. Pero ang gagamitin ko dito yung aking mga math tutorial videos, yung aking YouTube channel, kasi nandun na lahat ng mga topics based doon sa milk. Ayan. And then we have here the list of learning resources for development and engagement activities. So even though walang face-to-face na mangyayari this school year unless binigyan na ng go signal na magkaroon, kailangan ay ma-develop pa rin yung skills at engage pa rin yung mga estudyante sa different activities. So I think this would not be applicable for all. So nakakalungkot isipin na yung ibang schools ay hindi ma-apply yung ganito. But in my case, ito yung mga gagamitin ko. So it's just an idea. So gagamit ako ng PowerPoint or PDF file. So pwede kong ipamigay yung aking mga presentation na ginawa. So pwede yung PDF file format na pwedeng pag-aralan kasi yung nilagay ko doon ay talagang step-by-step process, tsaka malinaw, comprehensive yung content, additional information lang. And then, gagamit din ako dito ng Google Classroom since marami na tayong webinars na na-attendan. So, i-apply natin yung Google Classroom, Google Meet. Sa Google Meet, pwede kayo magkaroon ng interaction kung gusto magkaroon ng further discussion or yung mga recitation. So, pwede rin naman yung FB Messenger na gamit ngayon, or pwede rin naman via Gmail. And then, I'm planning also to have my live streaming. So, dito sa live streaming ay ang mga audience ko probably ay yung aking mga magiging students, wherein magkakaroon ako dito ng mga question and answer portion, yung mga activities ko wherein they will be commenting their answers or something like that. But it's very ideal. So titignan natin kung masasagawa natin siya sa totoong buhay yung live streaming, kasi alam naman natin na ang internet connection ay medyo mahirap din, and of course yung sa part ng teachers ay kailangan talaga ng matindihang set up. But I believe naman na talagang resourceful yung mga teachers, so mag-isip lang tayo ng paraan kung paano natin maibibigay yung instruction. Okay? So we have the Procedures na tayo. So, dito na tayo mag-start sa idea. So, letter I, introduction. So, sa introduction natin, so what I need to know. So, in this portion, the lesson content and learning objectives will be presented in the introduction phase to guide the learners on the learning expectations. So, in modular distance learning, introducing the objectives and content is the first step of learning, considering that this is modality is learner-led. So, what I need to know. So, ano ba yung mga dapat na malaman ng ating mga students? So, that will be the introduction. So, the learners will do the walkthrough of the lesson expectations. So, diba, laging merong lesson expectations. Ano yung ina-expect nila sa Module 1? So, in this part, the content of the lesson will be presented. Learning objectives will also be introduced to guide the learners on the learning targets founded on KSAV principles. So, naandun na sa unahan ng module yung objectives. So, mababasa yun ng mga student ano yung mga mamimit nila at the end of the module 1. Ayan. So, nandun yung mga learning targets. Tsaka yung content. So, kailangan silang mag-walk through doon talaga sa lesson expectations. So, that will be what I need to know for the introduction. And then, what's new? So, this part provides preliminary activity that introduces initial concepts on the learning targets. The activity will allow learners to maximize their initial knowledge as regards content and skills required for the lesson. So, the activity may be conducted or done with the help of learners, parents, guardians, and or housemates. So, sana nga ay merong mag-guide or magtuturo sa mga students natin sa bahay tungkol sa lesson. So, the learners will read the introduction and focus questions, lesson and coverage and module map to have an overview of the topics or lessons they will be learning this week. Okay, next, sa idea, D stands for development. Ayan. So, the teacher presents an activity in linking learners' KSAVs revolving in the context of MELC and or enabling competencies. This portion provides initial assessment on learners' KSAVs. From the results, the activities will revolve on developing their KSAVs on the target content and MELCs and or enabling competencies. So what I know, the learners will answer the pre-assessment tests indicated in the beginning of the module to find out how much they already know about the topics or lessons. So, ito yung mga tinatawag natin mga formative assessment or diagnostic assessment. Then, after answering, pwedeng magtanong yung teacher, how was your performance in the pre-assessment? Were you able to answer all the problems? Did you find difficulties in answering them? Are there questions familiar to you? So, ito yung more on mga item analysis para malaman natin kung anong item madami ang nagkamali. Para malaman natin kung ano pang mga lesson ang kailangan nating i-target or i-focus. So, ito yung ating example na pre-assessment. So, probably ito yung makikita sa module. More or less, multiple items siya. 20 item multiple choices yung nakalagay doon sa ginamit kong reference. Ayan, probably ganito po yung style ng sasagutan ng mga student. Then after that, i-interpret of course natin, i-analyze at i-interpret natin yung mag-gather nating data para alam natin kung anong competency tayo dapat mag-focus. And then, what's in? So in this portion, activity focusing on learners, background KSAVs, and the discussion of content shall be bridged. The activity will help the learners in providing initial background on the KSAVs to be developed with the help of the content to be discussed in what is it. So the learners will study the lesson by reviewing first the concepts on multiplying polynomials, which is one of the skills needed in the study of the module. They may ask help by discussing the questions on the module and be able to answer the guide questions. So napakahalaga ito yung mga prerequisite lesson. So, kailangan ma-master muna ng mga students yung mga prerequisite bago mag-proceed dun sa new lesson para hindi sila masyadong mahirapan. So, the problems they have answered are examples of the many situations where they can apply knowledge of special products. So, they will do varied activities which help them answer the question, how can unknown quantities in geometric problems be solved? So, it's more on exploration. Eto, sa what's in, eto yung mga nakita kong mga activities na nasasagutan ng mga students. Ayan. So, we have the complete me, something like that. And then, eto pa. So, more or less, madami talagang provided activities. So, dito talaga mabubugbog yung mga estudyante sa dami ng activities. So, depende sa kanila kung paano nila masasagutan lahat ng mga activities na nasa module. At kailangan din nilang i-accomplish yan on time or ahead of time. Ayan. So, yun yung nakalagay sa what's in natin. And then, what is it? So what is it? Concept presentation is important in the development phase. In here, target concepts before providing activities or vice versa will be presented. The presentation of concepts will be helpful in bridging the gaps between what the learners know and have to know. So nilagay ko dito what the learners will be provided what to process. That will serve as the discussion of the topic. So, bawat activity kasi merong what to process. Parang ito yung mga dapat tandaan ng mga students. Parang ito yung pinaka-concept or content ng kada activity. To strengthen the points of their personal reflection and further develop their knowledge about special products and factoring based from what I know, activity, the learners will proceed with studying the concept and going over with the illustrative examples given. Di ba gano'n naman lagi sa math? Lagi tayong examples, kailangan mas maraming examples para mas maunawaan ng mga bata. If they have internet access, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, they may play the video tutorials I prepared for them in my YouTube channel so that they would be able to catch up the lesson. So, other websites related to the topic such as LR Portal or DepEd Commons may help them in developing their knowledge, skills, and attitude values about the topic. So, kailangan sa mga student ay marunong din silang mag-adjust. Of course, kailangan din nilang humanap ng ibang resources. Parang it's more on self-study na din kung paano nila matututunan yung lesson, no? Kailangan kung paano nila matutunan kasi napakarami din namang mga learning resources na makikita sa internet or pwede rin namang humingi ng tulong nga sa mga kasama sa bahay. Okay, doon na tayo sa letter C, sa engagement. Okay? So, engagement is what's more. So, in deepening learners' KSAVs, the activities in this portion will help them in applying what they have learned in the development phase. It is more of the applications of knowledge and understanding of the lesson. So, the learners will do or perform the activities indicated in the module. So, these activities include the following. So, exercises activity or formative or summative assessment regarding factoring different products through the use of different patterns and rules. So, pwede rin naman yung vocabulary building on special products and factoring. So, application of the topics in real life as in the case of Punnett squares, packaging, box making, and even on tiles that can be found around us. So, ito mga binanggit ko dito, ito yung mga makikita sa modules na provided activities para mas mapalalim pa yung kaalaman ng mga students natin. And then, these varying activities will help them in involving themselves in deeper learning on the target concepts about special products and factoring. So, of course, dito sa mga activities na nasa module, of course naman ay talagang may engage yung ating mga students. So, what I can do in this part, the learners are given life-related activities that will allow them meet the learning expectations. So these real-life or authentic activities should allow them to perform particular tasks or produce products in various forms. The activities should strengthen the KSAVs learned during the D phase or the development phase. So what I can do, the learners will perform real-life tasks identified in the module. So these tasks include, let's scale to draw, model making, I bring my trash home, and packaging activity. So they are expected to reflect on the process of performing the tasks while focusing on their learned concepts about special products and factoring. Kung doon sa face-to-face ay meron tayong mga performance tasks, of course, pwede pa rin natin ma-apply yung mga performance tasks even walang face-to-face. Ayan. So, what other enrichment activities can I engage in? So, additional activities. So, these activities in this part of engagement phase should really help the learners to be engaged in learning and further understanding their learned concepts through various real-life activities. The learners should further engross themselves to feel and stay connected with the target concepts using varied activities. Ang inilagay ko dito, to further enrich learners' knowledge, skills, and attitude or values, they will be doing practical tasks or performance tasks which will demonstrate their understanding in special products and factoring. So, ito yung ibibigay ng teacher. Of course, kailangan nating ibigay yung malinaw na instruction kung paano nila gagawin. And of course, most importantly is the rubric for grading. So, ang tanong, paano nila isasubmit yung kanilang output? So, in any means available by taking video or photos before, during, and after the task and send it via messenger or email. Or depende sa inyo. So, diskarte yun ng teacher kung paano nila makukuha at mag-gradean yung output ng mga student. Pero pag online, madali lang. Kasi isasend lang ng bata yung picture or video. Okay, so dito na tayo sa last part. So, sa assimilation, so what I have learned. So, the assimilation phase should bring the learners to a process where they shall demonstrate ideas, interpretation, mindset, or values and create pieces of information that will form part of their knowledge in reflecting, relating, or using it effectively in any situation or context. So this part encourages learners in creating conceptual structures, giving them the avenue to integrate new and old learnings leading to their personal perception on what they have learned. Ayan. So in formulating or creating bits of information reflective of what they have learned during the development and engagement phase, the learners will answer the questions focusing on the given topic. So the given questions are directed or synthesizing their learned information based on the given content. So they are expected to relate their learned concepts to their personal lives on how they see the real-world applications of the topic, special products, and factoring. So malalaman natin if there are learnings kapag they would be able to apply it on their real life. So, makikita nila yung talaga yung implication or application ng certain topic. So, what I can do, so, assessment. Of course, paano natin i-assess, paano natin sila gagradean. So, though assessment may be embedded already in any phase of the lesson, of course, in any part naman ay pwede mo silang ma-assess. This portion further assimilates learners' learned concepts from I phase to D phase to E phase. Ayan, so the learners will answer the questions provided. So, kailangan nilang sagutan yung mga activities, kailangan natin checkan, kailangan nating gradean, at kailangan nating ma-feedback yung scores at yung ating comments or suggestions. So, they may, as what I've told you, diskarte ito ng teacher, they may submit their answers through messenger or email, or they may submit their modules based from the instruction given. So, the teacher will check their modules to assess their learning from the topic. So, dito magagaling yung grade ng bata sa kanilang mga activities na isasubmit at gagawin. Ayan, through answering the modules. And then, eto na, for our last part. So, sa reflection, the use of reflective learning embedded in multimodal assessment should not only direct feedback process, but also promote personal reflection processes where learners reflect more on their knowledge, skills, attitude, values, aspirations, and actions as contribution in making the society a better place for all. So this allows learners to think about what they have thought, read, seen, done, and learned by relating these concrete concepts to their own lives. So lalagay lang nila, the learners in their notebook, journal, or portfolio will write their personal insights about the lesson using prompts below. I understand that. I realize that. So yun po yung mga ilalagay o yung parts ng ating idea lesson exemplar. So I hope teachers na meron po kayong nakuhang insights or ideas sa akin. Basta tandaan nyo lang po na kailangan naka-ready yung or nakahanda yung ating milk or yung ating budget of works, yung ating curriculum guide, at yung ating module. Kailangan po ay magkaka-align po lahat. Okay, so alam ko po na malaking challenges yung ating kakaharapin in the future. So kung gusto mo ng copy ay pakilagay sa description box yung iyong Gmail para ma-send ko sa iyo yung aking sample lesson exemplar. So thank you for watching.